What you saying, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, here to bring you guys another market recap. Did I call it or what? Remember the last video I uploaded on YouTube on Tuesday saying a bloodbath incoming? Well, that's exactly what we had. Now, yesterday, you guys may have seen the news, but there was an announcement that the interest rates were raised by 0.75%. And strangely enough, the market started to rally at the end of the day. Now, I know the markets are very oversold right now, and any kind of positive news or any kind of bullish momentum in the market has people saying, oh, you know what? I'm thinking bullish. SPY's going to be at 400 in the next few days, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm sure many people were suddenly bullish, but as I've mentioned, I'm still bearish. And today we got a smack back to reality. So look at this. Look at SPY here. The S&P 500 ETF down 3.4% today. That is one of the worst days it's had this entire year. We're 6 months into the year and we are very clearly bearish. We're still bearish, guys. 6 months into the year, we're still bearish. I can't stress enough to you guys how much of a great opportunity this is long term as well. But clearly, look, December 29th, so right at the end of December, we're at 477. We are now at 366. So let me just go back to the article that I was just looking at. Look at that. Apple, 129. Bitcoin below 21K. TQQQ at 270. The Dow under 30K. Stock market news, blah, blah, blah. Stocks slide to 2022 lows amid renewed recession concerns. Yes, it looks like a recession is incoming. And if I just skim through this article, it's basically talking about how stocks dropped today after yesterday we finished green. See, the markets ended up 1.5% up yesterday. But yeah, today we got back to reality. This 75 basis point rate is basically the 0.75 interest rates being raised. Highest since 1994. That's almost 30 years. Tomorrow as well, by the way, Mr. J Power speaking, I think 45 minutes before market opens. So it's going to be interesting to see how the markets behave tomorrow. Right now, actually, I'm recording with 2 minutes left to go before the market closes. So I'm not taking any positions into tomorrow. And if for those of you who are taking positions into tomorrow, I definitely wish you all the best. But indeed, these are testing times we're living in this market. Tesla keep coming out with bad news. Tesla announced that they're cutting job openings. Elon Musk is being investigated in regards to his behavior regarding Dogecoin. You guys can read more about that in your own time. I mean, it is definitely a tough period of time. Load up. Well, Jim Cramer, I'm not too sure about what he's saying, but I definitely don't want to read that. New lows. Even the oil stocks are dipping. We're going to have a look at all that in a second. Long-term investors, indeed, I agree with this article. Don't think twice here if you are a long-term investor. Don't think twice. Of course, that's not financial advice, but I see a great future for the stock market. I know right now it's difficult to see that because we probably have a shorter-term perspective, but long-term, these markets are going up, in my opinion. I very highly doubt that 6 months from now, a year from now, the S&P 500 is at 3.6K. I highly doubt that Bitcoin is at 20K 6 months, a year from now. Anyway, let's jump into what I've been doing the last couple of days. I've only actually taken a couple of trades. One was ROKU yesterday, ROKU calls. I'll show you exactly why now. It has been a good couple of days, and tomorrow I'm actually playing a game, so I have to travel to Oklahoma City. So I'm not sure how much I'll be trading, but definitely made my money today and yesterday. So ROKU yesterday. I'll go to the 1 hour chart for this. It was down 5.3% today, but that's nothing to do with yesterday. So with ROKU here, as you can see, it blew out the gates yesterday. Then it started to kind of consolidate and steadily start stepping up, which I'm going to show you guys on the 50-minute chart. And there was a period of consolidation right about here where I thought, you know what, entry for calls. So I took the $81 call, slightly out of the money, but nothing crazy. And my exact entry was just before it pulled back, so around 79.17, yeah, somewhere around there, 79.20 probably. Within 25 minutes, it was up 50%. By the end of the day, it was up 80% and I was able to take profits. It was a great trade, but one of those trades where you have to day trade it because it blew up so fast. And in this market, as I mentioned each and every video, you don't want to start holding, especially when it gets to these kind of resistance zones and starts downtrending. You don't want to hold into the next day. Check how it jumped down below the moving average today and started downtrending before somehow spiking after hours right now. So it's up 5% after hours, which is really random. I guess this just happened because we're looking at the chart. No, I'm just joking. I don't know why that happened. I'm going to move on to today's trade now. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. How many times are we going to kill it with this trade? This stock tanked today. And to be honest, I jumped into this one right out the gates. I'd say within the first 5 minutes of market open, as it fell out of this 15-minute support. In fact, it was even, I was early. Once I saw it's below the moving averages, I was early and got into puts. Now, I got into the $85 put with my price target of being $83. AMD tanked to lows of $80.72 today. It absolutely tanked. It was down 9.6% at this period of time with about an hour and 15 minutes to go before market closed. Many people in the group ate off this. I was really happy with this trade because once again, my analysis has come true. If we look at the analysis I did or the trend lines I drew just about a week ago, I said AMD is going to start dropping down. It started dropping down, but not only that, it gapped down below my trend line and has continued tanking. I've mentioned this in so many videos. I see AMD continue to make new lows for this year, and I played off that. That's why you go into a trade with a plan. That's exactly what I played off of. $80 is the next price target, and I'll see if it holds there. If it manages to get a bounce, then we could be in for a reversal. But as I've said, with the overall markets, I'm bearish. With AMD, I'm also bearish. I want to look at TQQQ because this is kind of similar to AMD with the movement. This dropped 12% today. 12% TQQQ. If you traded options on this, you are hitting, I think, 200, 300% returns. On our AMD trade, I hit up to 170% returns, but the highest it was at was close to 200% returns. But like I say, in these markets, you want to make your money and get out. Look at TQQQ. Gap down overnight. That was the catalyst for it to start downtrending today. TQQQ is triple leveraged, so when it does fall, it's going to fall heavy. So please, if you're trading options on that, just remember that. I also want to look at NEO because in my last video, I did mention NEO saying, could it break $20? It broke it towards the end of yesterday, but did not hold and gapped back down overnight. It was down about 7% today when it was in this 4-hour support zone and then started uptrending again. So I was pretty intrigued to see how that was going to perform, but after their little event, it did run up and then today just dropped down again. Of course, we have to look at Tesla because of Elon Musk. As you guys probably know, last year, Elon Musk was involved with a lot of Dogecoin hype, and now he's being investigated for it for hundreds of billions. Well, Tesla started to rise yesterday as the market started to rise, and then today it just tanked. Because of the markets tanking, because of tech tanking, but also because he's being investigated. Will it continue to tank? Looking at the 15-minute chart, it's just trending up towards the 9-day moving average. Could get rejected and start trending back down. It's also close to the 15-minute resistance zone, so I expect it to drop, to be honest. I don't think Tesla is one of those stocks that long-term will stay at these levels. I do believe it's a good investment around this price, but it can still go lower. Just keep that in mind. So tomorrow, I'm mainly looking at Apple and the S&P 500 ETF SPY. I want to see Apple break to new lows, 129 and then $126 is my price target right here. I want to see if we can reach that tomorrow. It dropped 4% today. Can we repeat that tomorrow? Another 3-4% drop. I'm intrigued to see how it finishes this week. But sometimes on Fridays, you can get those little pumps, kind of like those fake little pumps, which just shake a lot of people out of their puts and give people renewed hope going into the following week. Sometimes people decide to swing calls and then they get their options destroyed. So just beware of that. We'll look at the VIX as well because the VIX has direct correlation to SPY. It is the inverse. VIX is at 34. This is extremely high, which is why I think there might be a little pullback on the VIX, meaning SPY might just start to run a little bit tomorrow before eventually and evidently dropping again, I guess, next week. So lastly, let's just look at SPY. You're probably wondering why I'm so intrigued and so excited, one might say, about all this. Well, because these are the things we live for. Great opportunities in the market. I know there's a lot of bad news. Interest rates being raised, gas prices are high, recession is incoming, etc., etc., etc. Long term, we can park our money in these kind of ETFs, indexes, stocks, to get a better return overall and start beating inflation after a while. So SPY at 366. I think we're going down to 360 in my opinion, and that's not just a random guess. I'm looking at previous levels. Here we go. Right around here. If I can draw a line for you, every single YouTube video looks like I'm drawing a new line for SPY. New price target. Right here. Okay, that's 362.72 to be exact. So around there is the lows I'm targeting now. Whether that happens tomorrow or next week, I don't know, but that's my next target, and then we'll keep trending down. As we did make those stair steps up, I think we're going to make those stair steps down over the coming couple weeks. And as I mentioned, oil and gas, etc. OXY is one stock which did do what I expected and I explained in the last video, pulled back to the 100-day moving average. I was not 100% sure it would happen, but I did mention it to you guys, and it has managed to do so in the past couple of days. So now is at a critical point, and I'm looking for a bounce here before we start uptrending again. I expected to trade in this range between $55 and around $62, but hey, it can still go lower. If it does break lower, look at the daily support zone around 51.37. As I've stated multiple times, when you look at OXY, you can look at ExxonMobil. Again, same kind of situation. ExxonMobil can trend down to the moving average around $85, another $6 drop. When you look at those two, we can also look at Marathon Oil Company, ticker symbol MRO, which is going to be the final stock I look at today, close to the moving average. So a few more cents it's got to drop, in my opinion, and then see if it holds and bounces. Otherwise, we could be falling down to the daily support zone on this as well. That's around $22.88. So keep your eyes out on MRO and OXY, see what they do around the moving average, if they break below or they bounce. Of course, look at ExxonMobil to see if it drops towards the moving average. But I'm intrigued by this market. I know I've said it multiple times. I am excited. I'm happy that we can make money in these periods of time. You know, getting a almost 200% return on a stock like AMD in one day on the put side is the fun side, is the positive side of this kind of market. You guys know what the deal is. You guys know there are opportunities in this market. But as always, manage your risk. Make your trades based on what you see on the charts. Keep learning, keep executing, and trade your plan. That is it from me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We've made a lot of money this week once again. So if you guys are struggling with options trading, come and check out the Royal Trading Academy. We're doing big things in there. If you guys do not know, I have a stock option starter pack. That is a 10-video guide, course, whatever you want to call it, which talks about options trading, which talks about calls, puts, terminology, definitions, different trading strategies, has me live trading on there, all that good stuff. You guys can check that one out. Also check out all the different links in the description. There's plenty for you guys to see. You've got my socials as well. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please make sure to drop a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. As always, drop a comment. I do see you guys with the comments, so thank you very much. Share with your friends, family, brother, sister, lover, whoever. Share with them. And lastly but not least, if you're new to this channel, subscribe for more videos just like this. But that is it from me. Thanks a lot for watching. I've got one to making. You got one to making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game over.